Welcome to the News in Color. I'm David McMillan. Oprah Winfrey held the grand opening of her Leadership Academy in South Africa this week. The richest black woman in the universe handpicked each of the 152 girls individually. When asked what criteria she used in making her selections, Oprah said she was looking for passionate, intelligent young girls who refused to let men control their destinies. Guess that's why she turned down Katie Holmes. When asked why there were substantially more black students than white students at the school, Oprah said, "Kiss my black ass." Okay, she didn't say that exactly. She is Oprah after all. A host of celebrities came out for the big event, including Mariah Carey, who nearly lost control of her breasts after tripping on her high-heel shoes. Ding dong, Saddam is dead. Yes, it was a sad day for dictators everywhere, as former Iraq leader Saddam Hussein was put to death last week, just in time to ring in the new year. Wow! I feel good! When asked if he had any last regrets, Saddam said he wished he could have lived to find out if that chick from Grey's Anatomy actually ends up with McDreamy, and to see if Dick Cheney really is the Antichrist. And speaking of Antichrist, is it just me or does Pat Robertson look like a satanic elf? The wacko televangelist recently predicted that a catastrophic disaster is set to occur within the United States in the next couple of weeks. And if Britney gets back together with Kevin Federline, he may be right. In other news, Congresswoman Nancy Pelosi was sworn in as Speaker of the House this week. It was a historic moment as Pelosi became the first woman in U.S. history to accept the gavel as the Speaker of the House of Representatives. It would have been even more historic if she'd taken that gavel and lopped Dick Cheney upside the head. During the ceremony, outgoing Speaker Dennis Hastert sat quietly in the back, wondering how many Slim Fast shakes he'd have to drink before he could fit into one of Nancy Pelosi's suits. Our feature story this week involves the death of the recently elected mayor of Westlake, Louisiana, Gerald Washington. On December 30th, Washington was found dead in a deserted parking lot with a bullet wound to the chest. Westlake is an overwhelmingly white town in Louisiana, and Washington was its first elected black mayor. Washington was a Vietnam veteran. He had just won a historic election. He had just ordered mayoral letterhead with his name on it. And yet a white coroner and a white police department are saying that the brother killed himself. Yeah, and Rodney King got his ass whooped all by himself. Next thing you know, they'll say Emmett Till committed suicide too. And if you just said, "Who the heck is Emmett Till?" you better get on Wikipedia real quick. Get up off of that thing! And why is it that white people are always doing nature-defying, life-threatening shit in the name of fun? This week, Ken Barnes became just the latest white man to discover that Mother Nature isn't all warm and friendly. Barnes was on a round-the-world solo trip when his sailboat got caught in a storm that severely damaged his boat and soaked his equipment and food supplies. Thankfully, rescuers were able to reach him and he's doing just fine. But notice how these types of stories never involve black people. We have enough things to worry about. We don't have time to be climbing mountains or sailing across the Atlantic or traipsing through rainforests. If these white boys want a real adventure, they should try spending a week in the hood. And although I haven't seen it yet, go out and check out the new movie Freedom Writers, starring Hilary Swank, which looks like an uplifting remake of the 1995 film Dangerous Minds, which starred Michelle Pfeiffer. Where would misdirected children of color be without the sacrifices of white women? I'm David McMillan, the N.I.C. with the N.I.C. Stay strong, stay informed. Over and out.